And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
To throw again on second down, Ryan. This complete to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Wait.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Wait. Check 3.
On second down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They shakes him off. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 64 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
11.
Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a 1st down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Ready, select 25. Hey, Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday.
Quick throw from Ryan here to Ridley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Check Mike 27. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
27, Mike 27. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off around the 41. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. 20. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. 12, fellas, here we go.
Check 37. Check 37.
11.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
21.
Push him back. 45.
Hey, zoom.
On second and goal, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Brought in over the middle by Glenn. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
21.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. There's Garoppolo to throw. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
45. Mike, 45.
White.
Check 15. Check 15. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
13.
Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
21.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here we go. Like 20.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
45, Mike, 45. Bring it.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Ryan. Jones has it. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Let's go. Check that. We want 52.
From the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down 6 at the 43-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
What you got, Heavy?
Hey, Delta.
Give me some.
Hey, South.
Mike 27. Let's go one more.
To throw again is Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Third and long, it's Ryan. Going up top, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 62 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
3-pound, 132 fighter.
45 to Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Check.
Now Ryan on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, South.
On 1st down, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Hey, ready, blue 80, blue 80.
54. You're not ready.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that, and it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Falcons 13. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, this is Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Double tight. We got 4. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Check 3. 45, Mike, 45. I got you, boy.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
They'll try with McKinnon. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react